Hello and welcome to the TES Secondary Maths Resource of the Week number 52 with me, Craig Barton. Now, a nice little simple resource here this week, but one which I certainly found useful when I used it with my Year 9 students. So I thought I'd share it with you all just in case you're in a similar situation to me. Now, I was introducing my Year 9s to trigonometry, and we'd done all the discovering the ratio and all this kind of stuff, and we were just getting to the point where we're labelling the sides and we're starting to get ready to use the trigonometric ratios to find missing sides and angles. And then I encountered a problem, and it's a common problem that I've come up against over the last few years, and that's that kids really struggle using their calculators when it comes to trigonometry. And it doesn't help that there's 5 or 6 brands of calculators knocking around, and it also doesn't help when kids refuse to put things in brackets and are pressing shift when they shouldn't be and equals too early and all this kind of stuff. So I was just looking for a simple, engaging, fun way to get kids practicing using their calculator for trigonometric values without necessarily going into the whole drawing triangles and labelling sides thing, because I wanted to isolate the skill down to being a calculator issue as opposed to a trig issue, if that makes sense. And then I came across this wonderful resource uploaded by Miss Steele. Easy trig values using a calculator, dot-to-dot starter. It's just a simple Word file and it looks like this. Hopefully you can see that. And the students just have to use their calculators to find values and carefully draw lines to their answers. So they bang into their calculators sine 56. And they see what answer comes out the other side. And if they see it hanging round and about close to sine 56, they draw a straight line from sine 56 to that answer. And then they move round to sine 14 and tan 44 and inverse sine of 0.8 and so on. And what's nice is there's plenty of little red herrings thrown in there. And there's also a few that look like it's going to be the answer, but there's a bit of a rounding issue. So for example, 0.23 and 0.24, one of those matches, but one of those doesn't. So students have to make sure that they can round properly, which is also going to be a key skill when it comes to trigonometry. And the bottom line is once they've matched up all they can match up, and notice you get a few lovely little square roots floating around as well, the picture that they end up with is this, which is a lovely little dot to dot which spells the word trig. Now this got me thinking that this resource is absolutely ideal to use as it stands, just as a way to practice kids using their calculators for trig functions successfully. But there's big potential here for students to go that little stage further and perhaps create their own for these, and not just for trig but for any topic, because essentially all you need is a topic that can be divided up into questions and answers, scatter the dots around on the page so that the right ones match together to create a picture, put some red herrings in there, and before you know it, you've got your very own dot-to-dot puzzle. So I'm immediately thinking that when my Year 11s have finished their GCSE course and we're in those painful few months building up to the exam, and if they see another exam paper they're going to kill me probably, that this dot-to-dot might be a nice way to add a bit of spice to revision. I could give one of my students the challenge to create one on percentage increase, one on simplifying fractions, one on solving linear equations, one on factorising quadratics and so on. Get them each to create one for homework, bring them all together, get them photocopied, put them in a booklet, and before you know it, everybody has got a rich, engaging revision resource that have been created by the students themselves. So I think this could be the start of a little dot-to-dot revolution. I'm saying bring the dot-to-dot back into the high school generation, and here is a really nice example of how it can be used for trigonometric values. So a lovely resource shared by Miss Steele. If you do have any success with dot-to-dot, or you want to create your own or something like that, just give us a shout out on the comments and I might feature it in a resource of the week in a few weeks' time, because as I say, I've got a bit of a soft spot for dot-to-dot. And I think this could really go somewhere. So, hope you found that useful. Thanks again to Miss Steele for producing that, and I will be back with a fresh resource of the week next week. Take care, and bye for now.